In this house, even love has a price tag. A goodnight hug from mom costs
1 yuan.
3
Dad
minutes
lifting me and
around
spinning.
costs
Remember
5.
every
And
eye
pay them
carefully
coin by
from my
coin.
little bear
Dad
wallet.
says splitting
This
the
is
bill
called,
will
he
teach me
says,
to
be independent.
never
Fair
take
and-
advantage
but
of
I have
anyone
no friends
because I do not know
how to get rich.
What scares me
Monsters
most
in
is
the
not
dark
is Dad looking
family
at the
bill
on a
and
fraction
saying my
budget has
spending
gone over.
again.
Hard, so I work
Saving
hoping
every
one
day
day
I
I
can.
can more and more
One
love.
day,
Uncle
a
hands
stranger
me a shiny
out of
wrap
habit,
much it
how?
costs. He
And
smiles
says it
as
costs
long as I
nothing.
walk
With him for a
Before
while.
that, Teacher Wang
had rewarded me
red
with
flower
a little
sticker on my
tiny
hand
store.
like all
Other
ran
children
to show their mothers.
but I carefully peeled
and
mine
hid
off
it in
pocket.
my
That
Dad
everything
had
told
must
me
be
part of my
valued
education
offset.
cost.
I worry whether it is
worth 1
too
yuan
high
or
would
2.
be
Too low
dishonest.
would disrespect my
Teacher, when I get
Mom
home,
is mopping
floor,
the
I dig through
faded
my
bear
outer
wallet
coin
and hold
that I
I
want to
whisper,
buy a hug.
Mom's
For a
eyes
moment,
shake,
opens her
then
arms.
she
Lean in.
1 second. 2 seconds, and
Go.
she lets
drops the
coin into a glass jar by the kitchen window.
Other coins
where
already
layer.
form a thing.
Dad sits on
Sofa
that
and
and
barely
barely
looks
looks
up
up. I
at
earned
school
at
his
still
phone.
staring.
I
Him
show
the red flower.
does
He
not praise me
photographs it
and
labels it as a
uploads it.
non-cash return on
Investment
education.
yuan
I feel
estimated
relieved.
value.
I get
Right
to
almost
then
rings.
the doorbell.
My aunt and
arrive.
cousin
Auntie lifts
kisses
me
my
up
face
and calls me her baby.
Her arms are warm. Not timed like that.
Not cold like
And
mom. That makes me
but
panic. This hug must be
struggle down
expensive.
behind
Mom and
much
ask
auntie's
how
hug
it costs.
first,
because
I
I
do not.
have enough money. Auntie
Smile
to give me
disappears.
an Ultraman
My
toy,
cousin
but I
tries.
back away.
Clutching my bare wallet.
I cannot take
Free.
anything for.
And she
points
finally
out my
asks
parents
if they have
and
gone.
insane.
Not
this is
a
a home.
company. Dad calmly calls it advanced
He says
parenting.
it
builds independence
And competitiveness. Auntie laughs.
In anger, I am
Full.
only
What I need is unconditional love.
exchange.
Not
Mom
her,
tries
but
to
an
stop
argument.
badly.
Auntie
Before
secretly
leaving,
gives me a candy and tells me
By
words
word,
gives me
that
love
watch
does
me.
not cost money.
I stare at that candy.
More confused
That
than
night,
ever.
fever.
I
My
get
body
up
burns
and
shivers and
want
I
to call mom,
but I do not dare.
I open my little
Bare wallet in
only
the dark.
2 coins
along
remain.
with
Coupons
some
I do
family
myself
snack. Here
must
must be
cost
even
money.
more expensive.
Cannot afford it.
I
Dad
am
says owing
shameful.
fees is
So I
under the
curl.
blanket,
Auntie's
holding
candy. Free
like
thing
the
in the
only
world.
wait for morning.
When mom touches
forehead,
mine,
her
she
cool
cries
hand
out.
feels
So comforting.
First
The
reaction
dad's
is
his
to open
accounting app.
medicine,
Errands. Every
emergency
part
funds
becomes
up to buy
Mom
medicine
begs him.
first. My fever is high
Because
Dad insists
Be
rules
respected
must
at the
be
door
argued.
and
Through the noise,
it is
I
my
have
fault.
made the family spend too much.
I
Barefoot,
crawl out of
bed, hand,
Mom
whole
might.
wallet, every
coin.
coin. Candy
To
I never
eat,
dared.
then
I
not
beg
to fight.
I promise
Get
I will
sick
never
again,
break.
Mom.
For the first
Time she
Dad
screams
to look
at
he has
what
done to his
son.
but
Dad
his eyes
is turned
colder when he
candy.
sees Auntie.
He
says
interference
Auntie has
and must be
confused my
corrected.
values.
Chart
on
is
the
a
wall.
new
Wiping the table earns 2
points.
Lining
Earns
up slippers.
3.
Buying
Alone
something
downstairs
earns
cost
5
10.
to hear one
Before
story.
sleep,
I scrub
with all my strengths
a
at
table taller than
then
me.
Dad sends me
downstairs alone to buy
Sauce.
soy.
Gives
The
his
money
exact,
he 1
not
cent more outside
the shop.
a
I
strange
see.
man
To children
handing
like
Auntie's
candy
candy
and shiny.
bright.
Her words.
I remember
free love.
does not cost money. His smile even looks
Little
eight.
like hers.
My heart
and
begins
that night,
to ripple.
Mom
And Dad fight
this
again.
time over
in the
2
electricity
yuan.
bill.
I
I hide behind my door.
And listen,
it is because I
think have consumed
and made the
too
family
much love.
lose. I must
Money
earn
for them.
Must
I
find those free
and bring
candies.
them
The next
home.
morning, the
House is silent.
and Dad
Mom
are
are
still in
no
no breakfast
there.
and
No.
one in the living
That
room.
only strengthens
decision.
my
I put on,
clothes,
carry
bare
my
wallet, and pack.
my last coins
and
coupons
the-
I drew with
and
hugs.
smiles.
Take
I
Auntie's
also-
candy.
One I never ate.
It is all my
and
will,
also
my lucky
charm. I look back
at the
at
door.
the quiet home and whisper,
Dad, I am
to
going
earn money
out.
for the
Family. Then I
the door
open
and leave.
following my memory.
Walk to the
I
garden
saw the
where
strange man.
luckily
he is
there again. When
me
he
alone.
sees, he
Light up,
sighs.
and he quickly puts on a
Smile.
gentle.
He
a
takes
candy
out
Auntie's
bigger than
little
wrapped in
cartoon
gold
bear,
on it.
prettier than any
is.
candy
Have I
I
seen.
offers it to
He-
me.
I
But
step back.
parents taught
My-
me well.
I cannot take other
Things for
people's.
nothing.
I
So
ask seriously
it costs
how much.
The
Pauses.
man then follows my
Rules.
candy
He says
is
this.
special.
Money,
It
but
does
I must help him
a
with
small task.
understand
I
is
at
labor
once.
exchange. It
like
just
cleaning the table for
a bedtime story
is fair.
that
he cannot
he
find
says.
his way home.
Walk with
And
him
if
to
I
find his
mother
the
be
candy
mine,
wheel.
I do not suspect anything.
Place my small
Is why I
hand
feel
and
happy
even am
because
about
I
to earn such
a beautiful
can
candy.
take it home
I
and tell
know.
and dad.
I
Not
did.
make them lose
Step
money.
by step,
We leave the neighborhood.
the sunlight on
It's
my
warm.
face. Mom
At home,
finally
I'm gone when she
notices
starts
I
cooking.
At
They think
first, I am hiding
in a room
a
or
neighbor's
playing
house.
It.
They
Search the house
around
ask,
and
Mom
find
panics.
nothing and calls.
Auntie,
Something's
immediately
wrong.
them to call the
senses.
police.
Dad still
Calling the
complains
police
that
might be
public
wasting
resources.
even
maybe
that. Then
should
Mom
be
finds
charged.
out.
Little note under the mat.
By the entrance,
Drew a boy
I'm
giving
and
Dad
Mom
of gold
a big
coins.
bag.
It beside
words,
crooked note.
I
I wrote
went your
that
money.
my body feels
as if
lighter
I'm
like a
floating.
feather.
It's dark,
but
everything.
am not
I
in
see
pain
another in my
anymore.
clothes.
Lying on the bed,
Cold metal,
to
the
eat
talking
candy
to
is
another
like
stranger.
dispatches.
Good quality.
Settle
And
the
they can
payment.
do not
I
understand
only
them.
think I have
completed the
golden
payment
candy
for
just
that.
like
Maybe
in
my drawing. I helped my family
a
earn
lot of money.
Mom and Dad will surely be happy when they see the bill
Of Mom.
The thought
makes
upward
me float.
whilst
I
and
pass
return
through.
The house is quiet.
Mom and Dad sit on the silent
Note, the
lap
entrance.
basket.
Happy.
No,
Some
I
bill.
contributed to
Family.
the
Sees
when
the
Mom
note.
heard.
Face turns
Then
white.
the wall
Grabs
Dad's
Dad's
hand
and
in a
screams.
voice I have
before.
never
Call the
police.
Dad's
Is
accounting
thrown
app
onto
for
the
the first
sofa.
time.
I follow
Full
them
of
to
Mom
Mom
and
and
Dad.
Dad.
An old
Saying I like
policeman.
splitting
Transactions.
bills.
Bare
And
wallet
always carry
becomes the
a
policeman's
a
face.
little proud. Even
Who do
though
not know me understand
my rules. Then I appear
on the screen.
myself
I
holding
watch
that man's hand
and
getting into a white van.
Mom and Dad become
I am
excited.
excited
Are they
too.
coming to pick me up from work?
Soon,
But
the
license
license
plate
comes.
is fake.
Mom
Dad
bursts
punches
into
the wall.
tears
Float
and
beside her
Mom
like
and
Auntie
tried.
did. But my hands pass straight through her. For the
Time.
first,
I feel
why
lost.
are they so sad?
I only went to earn
Money. Happy.
Shouldn't that
and
be something
house too.
falls
Into chaos. The
that
reward
keeps
of any
rising,
amount is
repeating
fine.
that.
Our
He,
countless
those numbers
numbers
larger
bare
than
wallet,
everything.
my coupons,
All
and every
I ever
coin
saved had
is
so
why
much
did I have
money
to pay
for even one hug.
Calls
Another,
Dad,
like
a child
me, has
who
been
looks.
found. I follow the car as
Mom and Dad rush there. The car is fast. Cries
Mom
the whole way.
that when they find me,
promising there will be no more accounting.
the
She will buy
best
me
toys in the
and
world.
all the
My
candy
heart
I want.
feels warm. So completing
Can bring
a big
so
deal,
many
but that child
rewards.
is not
Mom
me.
cries in a
Wait,
terrifying
And Dad
the
holds
same
her.
Dad who
Always used
rational
to be calm.
for the first time.
Their grief.
At their most desperate
The
moment,
policeman calls them into
a small white room.
immediately see my favorite
I
little
lit
coat,
stained red,
like paint spilled by
Beside
accident.
it lies
Candy
the
wrapper
golden.
I earned.
I'm
I,
happy.
Transaction
Because
proof
this
is
confirmed
mine.
I
Now they
got
completed
Mom
the deal.
sees her eyes
And she
roll back.
collapses. Dad
Her,
catches.
I want to tell
him not to be afraid.
that I earned it,
but I cannot
the
make a
policeman
sound.
struggles
Dad,
to
that the
tell.
child's
And
organs.
at the scene,
They
a
also
blood-stained
found
bill.
word bill is
They
so familiar
need-
to
I look
Dad's
at
face
of
expecting
accepting
the
I do
count.
not
The
see
face
it.
that
God
always
bless
calculated
for
everything.
that moment.
I finally
My final
understand a
transaction
little.
was wrong.
Collapses again,
And the room
people
becomes
gather, noisy.
He does
I
not
float
in the
beside
hospital
Dad
without
without crying
She
or
only
shouting.
stares
White
at the
ceiling with
auntie holds
empty
her eyes,
eyes,
but
and
Mom
begs no response.
to touch her face.
I try
again and
Hand
again.
passes
Only
through
air
my-
now.
not
I am
even
able to stir a
when
breeze.
they return
the house
home,
is
then
colder
when I
and
left,
quieter.
walks
Mom,
like a sleepwalker
and
and
opens
opens
the
the
one
family
recording
every
the screen
emotional
still shows
transaction.
about me.
Last,
education,
investment return,
estimated
non-cash
value.
assets.
Stares for a
As
long
though-
time.
Then she
lifts a chair and
smashes the monitor
her
with
strength,
all
the screen
and goes
cracks.
dark.
Startled,
I am
expensive,
as thousands
Dad
of
almost
yours.
counted
Why?
surely.
Dad,
Dad
the
only
door and
someone
watches
rushes
silently
to the bookcase,
like someone gone
pulls
mad.
out every
She
every
folder
bill,
of
every
family
record,
spending
page
and
by
tears.
page.
Records of 1
5
yuan
yuan
hugs
games
yuan
and
stickers
living
fly through
room
the
like covered the
snow
carpet.
until they
At the
pass.
Dad looks,
and
his
body trembles
begins
slightly,
murmuring
that
I
it
do
was
not
wrong. The
understand.
transaction
Why
was
is it
completed.
wrong?
I bring
Did
profit to
or
this
loss.
family.
More
I grow.
confused.
Sees
Sees
everything
everything
and
slaps Mom hard.
heartbreaking sound
After that,
tightly
she
and
hardens
immediately
her.
hugs.
Mom
Shakes in Auntie's
Long
arms for
time.
a
Breaks
then
down and
finally
sobs
Dad
loudly.
ignores them. Into my
He
room.
walks.
The
Only
only place untouched in the
Everything
house.
when
When
I
I
left,
left as it was,
he
picks up a coin from my
desk and clenches it in his
hand. And
then he
leaves
turns. I feel
without
he's
a
about
word.
to
Do something terrible.
I follow
so
him
uneasily.
goes to the bank
Dad
and
all
withdraws
the money
account
in
to
his
table
red bills.
so
is
Dad
piled
really
on.
was.
Then why did I
have to pay for even
Hug?
a
He does
return
not.
home
Empty
to red
on the
admin
table
with
on the
only
wall.
a
A
whiteboard
hangs
like the
used
ones
for our
but
family
the first
budget.
writes
Writes
at
at
the
the
top
top is my
name.
After my
Gu
name, he
Shiyan.
draws A huge
The
equal
other
sign
side
writes a
on
terrible list.
traffickers'
The
lives,
fear
their
look at the
families,
word
and
and
feel
despair.
chilled.
selling
begins.
everything he owns,
Our house,
his stock,
the car,
is to turn it
his
into
own
construction
as
Price
possible.
does
That
not
money
matter.
He hires
with the best private detectives
and
in
gives
the
them
every
from the
clue.
police.
Demand
His
is not
clear.
want arrest.
Alyssa
He does.
everyone
And all their
involved.
The more
information.
detailed, the better. Meanwhile, Auntie
Tom,
takes Mom
locks
a
herself
room,
in,
holding my
day
clothes,
after day,
or
without
drinking
eating.
apartment.
In the
That
end,
finds the
reward
contribution
made
he
for me.
wants.
He
At the root
stares
and
a long
points
time,
for,
lights
then
it with a
the
lighter.
fire eats the paper
Ash,
into
I feel
joy.
no.
Because
Ledger
while
burns,
the old,
a new
that
one
is
on
writing, one far more
and
terrifying.
bloody.
Calls. Then
They
the
have
detective,
found
gang's
a
leader,
accountant.
nicknamed
For the
that
first time,
face shows
smile
it.
that
That
feels
writes
like
the name,
madness.
the word
Accountant
traffickers
besides
blood
that
red.
and
He
circles.
receives
The
the
full
driver of the
information
white
of
van.
the
He prepares tools,
hammer,
a rope,
industrial
and black
gloves.
strange and
These
frightening
is no
longer
longer
the father who
over
argued
1
with
yuan.
me. I
Him
follow
into a
cameras.
dark
The
alley
driver
without
waits staggers
details.
humming that steps
Out of the shadows,
the driver can react.
pain
Pain
explodes
he
in
falls
his knee,
beside
screaming,
him and
and
says, "Dad,
crouches.
the transportation
He
fee."
raises the hammer
Then
underneath.
he whispers
and
and tries to
settles.
stop
I
him.
try to hold his
hand, but I
through his
only
body
pause.
again
This is not
and again.
settlement.
This is a
Your
crime.
ledger will
That
only have more.
I shout in my
Heart using the
Me,
words he taught.
but
Here's
he
single
cannot.
word.
Police
The
soon find the driver
injured but
badly.
alive.
Policeman
The
Herschel
old
reports
the case
is in
The
charge
crowd
of
returns
determine
to
the
driver's
public
name
officer.
whiteboard in red.
Looks at the
Then
next
he-
name. I do not want to watch anymore.
Flight to moon. I try
But
to invisible
to that,
force seems
the
to
second
bind
is
target.
the gang member
Watched
who
the children
where he
to
lives
tear
and
apart
gets
everyone
money.
around
Overnight,
him.
loses
The
his
man
family
and
his
his
friends.
home
Up on the
ending
street with
Dad
nothing.
watches from a distance
As he breaks down,
says coldly,
custody
"This is
fee
the
names on
Armada
Dad's
revenge
His
list." Methods become harsher
same
and
time,
more
obsessive.
obsessive.
The
Gets
truth.
closer
He
to
begins
suspect the father
too
who
calm
sinned. And then
after his
suddenly,
son's
as
death.
Dad
Prepares
prepares
to
to
go,
go, someone
right
knocks on the
hand man.
apartment door. Her
It
eyes
is
carry
Auntie
suspicion.
Anjao.
She asks
And fear
Dad
did it.
directly
Answer
whether
does
he
not.
at her
He no
coldly
longer
looked
the
the
father
father
I
I
now
knew.
wait for
Permission. Door open
pushes
and
the
rushes
sees the
inside.
huge
The
whiteboard
legs
ad.
crossed
And
out.
the
Ruth lies naked
Auntie
before her.
cries.
Traffickers
For
Dad
that,
was
Mom
punished
left
without
without
eating. She
That
shouts,
Dad should
he
look
has
at what?
become, turned himself
He has.
into a monster.
If I were watching from
heaven, I would
to
never
see him
want.
like this,
Hearing her say
my
that,
heart
Dad
becomes
is
a mess.
avenging
His own
me.
way.
Paying
It
back
is
the love he
things he owed me.
Why does
with
this
blood
blood and
hate
pain make
me so afraid?
Auntie
While
and Dad
door
argue?
is knocked
The
again.
time.
This
With
It is
several
the
younger
old police
officers,
enters,
the whiteboard
looks
and
across,
finally
the
fixes
power of
has
the law
arrived,
is
and
about
Dad's
to be
revenge.
stopped.
The old policeman does not
Handcuffed
immediately
Dad.
at him and
He
speaks
looks
low,
in a
firm voice.
knows
That
that
is
pain
in pain
cannot become a
reason to hurt
says
others.
the police
He
will settle my
will clearly item
through
by
the law.
item. Dad's eyes finally
Looks at the
shift
policeman
at the whiteboard
he
and
adds
finally
the
bare wallet
the
on.
table
For
time,
the first,
his hand is
clenched into a fist.
closes his
He,
eyes,
and I can feel
exhausted.
the giant emptiness
The end
inside
resist.
him. Dad does not.
He
He follows the
before
turns back
leaving
for
the
one
whiteboard,
last
his
look,
hand
raises
and
right
invisible
hand.
equal
I
sign
do
in
not
the
know
air.
what that sign means. Dad
I follow.
into the interrogation
The same
room,
place where he
once reported
old
me missing.
policeman
Him
and
the
then
she
over the
explains that
files.
the driver
also has a child about
age
my
just diagnosed
leukemia.
with. The man
children
who
who earn
first
money
joined the
for
game
mother in the
paralyzed. Dad cuts
countryside.
him off
Their
coldly.
reasons cannot excuse
Death.
my son's
Account.
One
The
account
old
answers
policeman,
one
my
account,
death, and the
is
law
will
will
pursue it.
Dad hurting people is another account.
The law will pursue
and
that too.
Dad is a smart man. He should understand
anyone.
this better.
Silent.
Dad falls. The old policeman
Him.
tells
They're doing everything
Kent
they
to catch
the
the main
accountant.
culprit. The man
But
has cut off
no
every
raid.
and
Time.
they need.
He tells
that if
Dad,
he truly loves
child,
his
law,
he should trust
not
with
the
another.
when
And
I
Dad's
look
cuddly
the first
draw
time,
brows
he will
and
listen.
do
I
not hurt
want him
others
to.
again.
Do not
and
want
want
him
him
to
to
be.
If
Must
my
be
dad
paid for
dad's
with
future
rather
then
I
that
would because the
transaction never
evidence
existed.
against
Not
that
enough.
is.
Auntie
And
hires the
because
best
Dad is
lawyer
released on bail.
but he's watched
Cannot leave
closely
the
and
receipt
returns to
and
the
stands
empty
before
apartment.
the
The white
same
nail
note crossed
circled
out
in
is
red.
accountant.
Out the pen
Down
and
puts
puts it
again
beside
and
him.
again.
I
Finally
understand what
love
love does
meant
not
love
cost.
is not
A transaction.
settlement.
It is
And
not.
it's
Ledger
not.
filled
Love
with
means
hatred.
not wanting
To become
someone.
a monster for
Suddenly,
you.
Dad
And
grabs
wipes
the
away
eraser.
every note
The
and
lonely
leaving
word.
word. He opens his
Accountant.
computer
Typing
and
begins.
begins.
The
Auntie are
police,
watching
all they
him.
see are complex.
Financial operations.
Has returned
They've
the
numbers
numbers
he
he
knows
knows
best.
best.
Policeman
But
suspects
cannot
him.
find
a crime
proof of then
the
the
layers
accountant
of
through
encrypted
several
channels
rounds of
he
testing
agreed to
verify
verify
that
that
an
an
abandoned
abandoned
port
port
is
is
dark,
far too
similar
down
to
place
this,
where I
and
lost
the
everything.
accountant appears
Each man
a
with
well-fitted
gold rimmed
suit like
glasses
that
almost
and
used to be
shows him
that
an account holding
buy the
enough
port.
money. Then he
presses a button.
is
My happiest
projected
photo
onto a
accountant's
huge
container.
container.
Says he
Finally
understands
the
him.
accountant seeks
Maximum
risk,
profit,
so Dad
and
gives him
one is
all the
for
dirty money bought with my life, which Dad will use
methods
financial
to
make him repay 10
100
times
10
over
years.
for the next.
His
The other
other
is
is
now
settled here
Dad
and
his
takes
coat
a knife
and
from
watch
Dad
Dad's
right
accountant's
across.
face. Moment
In
their
that shot
shadows
was
seem
that
to
to
overlap
calm
him. I
With
have
all
left
the
a
strength
hanging
I
iron
crashed
hook.
into
Sharp
nearby.
clang echoes
Port.
through the empty.
Dad
His
is
right
startled
hand loses
and
focus
split
for a
second.
Police
In that
lights
tiny
burst through
moment,
darkness. In
the
from
old
every
policeman
side
leaves
and shouts
officer.
the accountant
Madness.
in his
He
final
pulls out a
gun, not at
but
the
Dad,
police.
Dad
He screams
ruined
that
everything
him,
and must die
the bullet
with
flies
poor
toward
Dad
Dad
to
to
shield
shield
him.
him.
In
That
that
makes the
calculation,
most
not
important
the
line.
old
He
policeman
lunges
does
his
his own
pushes him
body.
away.
The
Hits
bullet
Dad's shoulder, blood pouring
on
from
the
the
ground.
wound.
He
My
looks
direction.
bored.
There is
Calculation
no
on his face
hatred
anymore.
Only
Shot,
release
no,
and
I
accountancy.
pinned to the
Police.
ground by
The
the
port
so
lights
bright,
are
nowhere
they
to
seem
hide.
to leave
Did not
darkness
kill
at
anyone.
That
Only
wakes
the
up
policeman
without
sits
saying
beside
much.
his bed.
He
He simply
simply
picks.
and
For
slowly
him,
peels
Dad
it,
watches
and
the
the careful
apple movement of
policeman's
the
hands,
old,
who lived
then
his whole
his
life
precise
like a normal
machine,
person,
finally
for
cries
himself.
silently.
His gang
The
are
accountant
eventually
ends
sentenced
to
injuries.
death.
He
Criminal
caused
out
and
years
for
in prison,
illegally luring
constantly
the
the
average
he
turns
turns
back
he
and
and
looks
looks
deeply
deeply
at
at
goes to
mom,
prison.
a divorce
Mom
agreement.
finds a letter
In
he
the signed
letter
in
that
advance
he has
says,
transferred all his property
foundation
into
named after
will
me.
help
It,
abducted
families
children
broken
like
like
me
ours.
does not sign the
Mom
divorce
takes over
papers
the
once
foundation
walks out of the house
and
alone
first time
for
countless
stands
cameras
before
firm
with a
voice.
trembling
She
tells
tells
our story.
and to
Calls
extreme
for
family
attention. In its
education
first
and
month,
child
the
safety
foundation
was
rescues a
almost
little girl
so
watch
huge.
mom hold that girl
Like
and
a child.
cry.
Look
I
for the
watch mom
foundation under
sunlight.
cousin
I watch
of
and watch
state
that
my
special
son
treatment and
refuses
parole.
the full
Choosing
sentence.
to
Regularly receives
foundation.
annual
They are
reports
all
from the
continuing
my
to
heart
lost.
is no longer
It is filled
confused
with
that
or
almost overflows.
Later, on the day Dad is
released, 3 years
Mom comes
up.
to pick him.
They
do
simply
not
send
hug.
at
At
that
falling
distance.
softly
Mom
and
tells
the
quietly
foundation
that
still
money
needs
a
someone
long,
who
long
looks at her
time.
for, then nods solemnly.
I
Walking
see them,
side by
their
side
shadows
under the
stretching
sun.
I feel
behind
myself
them.
becoming
more
more
transparent.
and
You finally
Mom,
learned
Dad
it.
is
Love,
the only
be
asset
priced. I
that
take
can
one
never
right
disappear
look at.
completely.
My little bare
Has
wallet,
cleaned it
Mom,
carefully
in the
and
foundation's
placed it
honor room
beside
display
it
case.
with a small
It
sign.
reads, every
Love
piece
is
of
priceless, and it
never needs
and then
settlement.
I turn into light.
I smile.